أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Today inshallah we are going to learn about al-masdar or mawal, that is implied masdar. So, what is al masdar or mawal? In Arabic grammar, the ism can be classified into two main types based on how directly the meaning is expressed. So, there are two types that are ism khalis and ism mawal. Ism khalis is a pure noun that we usually come across, that is a visible noun, and the other is ism mobile, that is interpreted noun or the implied noun, that is hidden. So let's learn about ism khalis, a pure noun. So a ism khalis is a straightforward common noun that directly expresses its meaning. It is not dependent on other words for its formation or interpretation. And the examples that we commonly see are the nouns or the proper nouns that are kitab, rajul, ilm. They are all the nouns that we usually see, and that are in terms of their expression, they are called ism khalis because they directly express their meaning. So the meaning is complete and clear without needing conversation or any type of uh, discussion, or you can say the interpretation. Then we have the other type, that is today's topic, that is isimowal or al-masdar al-mawal. We know that because in the subsigas we learned that after fi'l madi and mudari we have the masdar, that is a noun, that is an abstract noun, and that can be a isimowal. It is an interpreted noun sometimes, that is an implied noun, and that implied noun is a noun that is not clearly stated. That means it is not shown but implied through a clause or a combination of words. It requires the grammatical analysis to reveal its equivalent pure noun. And inshallah, we are going to see in the examples. So in the English, we usually say that she likes to cook. But the equivalent sentence with the interpreted noun, or you can say the implied noun, if we can say that, it's like saying she likes cooking. Or even if we say she likes cooking, it will be equivalent to she likes to cook. So here you can see to cook and cooking are equivalent to each other. So this is the clause or the combination of words that is equivalent to the pure noun, that is cooking. So in English, because it's quite easy to understand. So in the same way, when we come across these type of things or clause in the Arabic with the certain group of words, we come across the al-masdar al-mawal. So here, both phrases you can see express the same concept, the idea or the action of something, and that is cooking. She likes to cook and she likes cooking. So you can see that they both give the same meaning or the idea. So how do we form a masdar a mawal in Arabic language? So an implied masdar can be formed by using some mosul huruf. Like here, you can see we made a removal by an, that is a half of nasab plus fi'l mudari. In the example is an tasumu. Inshallah, we'll see this structure or clause in detail. So here we see an plus fi'l mudari is giving us the meaning of that there is an implied noun inside it. Inshallah, let's see. Antasumu khairul lakum. Here, antasumu, that you fast, is an isimowal. How? Like it is equivalent to the pure noun asyam, that is the fasting. That is like we do fasting, that is we do som, so it is like fasting. That is like you saw here, to cook, to fast is equal to fasting or cooking. Like here, to cook, to fast, and here to cook is equivalent to cooking, to fast is equivalent to fasting. So this is how this construction can be easily formed, or if you see that, you can automatically understand that there is a masdar movable. So this whole instruction construction can be seen as masdar movable and can be grammatically analyzed as masdar movable. And we can see that what is the implied noun here, it is a syam, that is fasting. So the key features can be extracted from that it functions as a noun but is expressed indirectly, requiring interpretation to drive the pure noun, as we can see that. And you can understand it by doing the, you know that for fi'l madi and mudari we have the masdar, so you can apply that masdar to this construction if you see any kind of construction like this. And the half of an and the fail after it can be grammatically treated as an ism. So, al masdar mobile that can be interpreted masdar or implied masdar is the combination of a harf that in this case that we just did is an and plus the faili mudare, and that faili mudare will be in the state of mansoob because this is of harf of nasab as well. So it can be of a harf masdariya, and because it gives us the masdar, and it can be harf of nasab because it makes the faili mudare mansoob. And this whole construction is the combination can be called as masdar mobile. It shares the same meaning as the masdar or verbal noun. So, a masdar mobile is equivalent to the masdar. And as we see that how it can be constructed, that the file changes to SM and we are not going to change anything. We are just going to make a combination of a harf, any harf, and the faili mudare. And inshallah, going to see lots of example from the Quran. And this faili mudare will be in the state of mansoob, and it is the whole combination is an ism, will be taken as an ism, and that is a mazhar al-muwal. This an can be called as an masdariya because it makes or it gives us you can say the meaning of a masdar, and the mudari will be khafif or you can say light. It will be in the state of nasab, that is mansoob. You can see in the example from Surah Baqarah, an tasumu khairul lakum, and if you fast or the fasting is better for you all. Khairul lakum. Yani, siyamukum khairul lakum here means your fasting is better for you. It also has a benefit of giving you an explicit meaning of or a clear meaning of that, uh, a very exclusive meaning as well, that your fasting is better for you. So here an has given fail a mazhar meaning, which is why this is called a mazhar mowal. So here we have this, and with the equivalent masdar here, you can see, and these two share the same meaning. See here, uridu an asjuda. Uridu, here, this is our jumla fi'liya. Harf of nasab an and asjuda is our fi'li mudari, that is in the state of nasab. So this gives the same meaning as uridu sujudan. Here it is maful bihi, and I want to do sujud. Here it will be changed into maful bihi, its detail, because here we can see that it's jumla failure and this whole structure is its detail, it's maful bihi. So it's failure mudari marfu bidama, and from sajada yasjudu we have sujudan al masdar, and this is a jumla failure uridu. So it gives the same meaning. This will be a whole structure will be al masdar a mobile because it is giving the meaning of sujudan. So instead of this structure, you can put a masdar, that will be a masdar mobile, that is our implied masdar. For practice, here's a list of sentences and how you can change a structure, a whole clause into a masdar mawal. Yuridu an yasjuda. That can be changed into masdar. Yuridu sujudan again. Turidu an tasjuda mansoob. We know that this is a detail. It will be mansoob, and because of the an, tasjuda will be in the state of nasab. Turidu, it can be written as turidu sujudan. Nuridu an nasjuda. It will be mansoob again. It will be nuridu sujudan. Again, uridu an azhaba. Uridu zihaban on the scale of fi'alan. Yuridu an yazhaba. It's maful bihi and it is yuridu zihaban. Turidu an tasbaha, turidu zihaban. Nuridu an nasbaha, nuridu zihaban. So here you can see all this verb, faili mudari, is changing according to the gender. With the ana, we are putting here Hamza. With the here or hua version, we are going to put ya. With the anta version, we are going to put ta. With the nahnu version, we are going to put na. This is fairly mudare, changes according to the gender. But here you see there is no change in the masdar. Zihaban, zihaban, zihaban. There is no change in the masdar. But it is a masdar muawwal for this structure. An azbha, azhaba, an yasbaha, an tazhaba, an nazbaha. Then we have uridu an akra'a. Then instead of an akra'a, we can put uridu qira'atan. I want to do recitation. I want to do recitation. Just like that. So you these are all same. They are giving you the same meaning. Just like antasumu, to fast or fasting is giving us the same meaning. So uridu an akra, yuridu an yakra, turidu an takra, nuridu an nakra. So here you can see the gender is changing according to the verb. So here uridu qira'atan, yuridu qira'atan, turidu qira'atan, nuridu qira'atan. It is فعل مضارع مرفوع بالضمة and this is our مصدر معول. So here it is مفعول به منصوب في محل نصب because this whole sentence is مفعول به and that is why because it is in the state of nasab and it is in the place of nasab, that is why we are going to add في محل نصب and it is جملة فعلية خبرية. We know that we also know that khabar can be in a mufrad, it can be a jumla. So here it is jumla failure khabriya. And again, here you see how we change this structure, this clause into its masdar mawal, that is our implied masdar. Let's see the example now from Al Hadid. ألم يعني للذين آمنوا أن تخشع قلوبهم لذكر الله. Has the time not come for them who have believed that their hearts should become humbly submissive at the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So here you can see antaksha'a. Antaksha'a, here we can take the Arab as like the whole this whole line we can do the Arab. Alam is Hamza here. Hamza, it's harf istifham mabni al fath. لا محل له من الإعراب. Lam is a harf nafi and it is also for jazm and kal because it changes the meaning into the past tense. And then we have the yani is فعل مضارع مجزوم وعلامة جزمه حذف حرف إلا. And للذين is here is lam or is her fajar and alazina is a mosul and that is mabni because they do not change. Is a mosul are fixed. They are mabni al fath fi mahalli jar because they are jar majroor because allazina is majroor because of this harf of jar and they are mutalik abhi yani. Then we have amanu. Amanu is fi'l madi mabni ala dam litisalihi bi wawul jama, and here wawul jama is the mim muttasil because it is attached mabni ala sugun fi mahalli rafa fa'il, and this whole jumla will be la mahalla laha min al i'rab and it is sila to allazina. Then we have antaksha. Antaksha here we know that it an is harf masdariya because it gives a masdar mawal and it's with the nasab. It's nasab this فعل مضارع منصوب بأن وعلامة نسبي الفتحة الظاهرة. Then we have قلوبهم, it's فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه ضمة وهو مضاف to هم وضمير متصل في محل جر مضاف إليه. Here hum is a مضاف إليه. And we have the مصدر مؤول من أن وفعل في محل رفع فاعل لأن يعني وتقدير. Here ألم يعني للذين آمنوا خشوع قلوبهم لذكر الله. So here, khushu will be instead of antaksha'a is a maful, is a mazdar muhawwal. So here you can see this khushu qulubuhum li zikrillah, or we can say antaksha'a qulubuhum li zikrillah. So this is a mazdar muhawwal. This is how you see that an implied mazdar can be changed. You can see that this structure is a mazdar muhawwal by putting its mazdar, the family, then you can take the mazhar and put instead of that whole clause, and then you can see that this is a mazdar mawal. Then again from Surah Nur, you can see these two structures, yad'ana and yastafifna. Here you can see again, here for putting aside them, for putting aside their outer garments, and here but to modestly refrain an yastafifna, to refrain, to modestly refrain, and to put aside and to modestly refrain. So here we can say that this is again here Mazda Mawal is Maudua, because this is from Yadana, and here you can say Mazda Mawal will be Istefaf from here. And Yasta Fifna. Here and yastafifna, instead of this, we can put the Mazda Mawal al istifaf, and instead of an yadana, we can put Modua. So here you can see that how we change, or we can get al Mazda Mawal, that is implied Mazda. So inshallah, we are going to in the coming session, we will continue our discussion on the topic of al-Masdar al-Mawal. I'll see you inshallah in the next session. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.